The fifth psychological challenge that salespeople have, the fifth mistake, not leveraging failure, not learning from it. People underestimate the value of rejection. Salespeople fail to realize that lessons from failure play a crucial role in building towards a career of actually unprecedented success. Because the emotions surrounding failure are so strong, the ability to think rationally about it is sadly lacking, and at times it can be very, very useful to utilize that lesson. The salesperson can be missing the lesson in that failure and taking the necessary steps to rectify it, because if you don't, you repeat that mistake over and over again. It's actually a blessing in disguise to be able to change it. Therefore, you need to be aware that changing your process may be required. Building resilience within requires developing an awareness of one's thoughts. The common response is to react instinctively and blame others when a sale is lost and not actually learn from it. It's easier to look for something to blame. It just is. It's just human nature. When the most useful thing is to look for something to change. If the salesperson can view rejection as a signal to change a response, then rejection can be seen for the important part it actually plays in development of your skills and behaviours of yourself as a salesperson. One either changes with rejection, adapts to it, or repeats the same mistake, the same behaviour, and doesn't adapt. So without rejection, one cannot actually improve your skills and results and your attitudes, and therefore you can't develop empowering habits which will actually take your sales to another level of performance. Now, we had a sales guy, his name was Tom. He realized when he was being rejected, he was actually taking it personally, and therefore he felt bad about himself, and he found it very hard to actually to stay motivated to make his phone calls because he wanted to avoid getting rejected. Once it became of the habitual thought that he was having around rejection, he examined them and realized it was just his imagination creating this, coming to all kinds of ideas of what it actually meant. So he used one technique from our appointment setting workshop and transformed himself into one of the best appointment setters in that office, which resulted in him in closing more deals than anyone else by over 45%. His enthusiasm for a cold calling and appointment setting set him apart from everyone else. His deal numbers were not only higher, but so was the most important part, the profitability per deal. And he started to actually benefit by being referred more business from his clients. In a nutshell, his sales actually went through the roof once he understood how his mind worked. So the potential to change what you're doing is tremendous if you take the first step. See you on problem number 6.